We have our pectin. We have our cups of strawberries. We have our jar. El lemon. We have our bowl and our sugar. Okay, so first you cut the lemon in half, like so. This is a physical change because you can see the different parts. And then you squeeze the lemon. Like so. So we can get 2 tablespoons to put into the food. Good, because you can see the seeds and the pulp in it. First we start with cutting the strawberries. It's becoming more of a liquid and the strawberries could not original shape. Now we stir the mashed strawberries in with the sugar to create a homogeneous mixture because you can no longer tell them apart. Then we set the timer and let it sit for 10 minutes. Now we add the pectin and the lemon juice into a separate container. While we wait for it to settle, we eat the remaining mashed strawberries. Now we add the pectin and lemon juice to the strawberries. You can still separate the two. The acids in the lemon juice react with the ingredients in the pectin to create a chemical reaction. It is just like, it's similar to cooking the strawberries. Now we pour the solution into the jars and leave a little space so the jars don't crack when the solution expands. Now we let it sit for 24 hours and then we refrigerate them. So alongside our strawberry jam, we're making bread to go with the jam. We have flour, water, sugar, salt, canola oil, and yeast. So first we add 2 teaspoons of yeast to warm water, and then we let it sit for about a minute. And we stir. And this is a heterogeneous mixture because you can see the yeast and the water. Now we add 3 tablespoons of sugar. We mix the sugar with the yeast, and it's a chemical reaction because the sugar will begin to activate the yeast. It creates a gas called carbon dioxide. Now we add the salt. 1 teaspoon of salt. And then we stir it, and that makes a homogeneous mixture because you can't see the separate parts. Now we add 2 tablespoons of canola oil, and this also makes a homogeneous mixture because you can't tell them apart, but it did get really bubbly, so we'll see what happens. So we added 2 cups to our mixer here, and now we add the wet ingredients to the dry flour. And then we begin to mix. When the dough comes away from the side of the mixer, that's how you know that it is done. So now we spray the pan with our good old cooking spray so that it doesn't stick to the pan. We ripped this in half because it's too big for this pan, so we gotta reduce it a little bit. So the chemical reaction in the yeast in this will make the dough double in size. So we wait until it's doubled in size before we bake it. So we've waited our time with the bread and it's doubled in size from where it began. So we preheated our oven to 350 degrees, and now we're gonna put it in the oven and bake it.
Stop.
And here we go. So we set our timer for 20 minutes and we start it. So it's been 20 minutes and our bread is about done and it's looking good. But yeah, here's our bread. It's looking good.